Hello, welcome everybody. Now I'm sure you've all done math before, you've all probably done plenty of math, but this is going to be a slightly different class. In this class we're going to be doing math in English, and I'm sure that's going to be new to a lot of you. So we're going to have some very special challenges. Even some of the easiest math we do in this class will give you some specific challenges that you might not have ever encountered because of the language involved. So we're going to learn some of that language today to just get us started. Now, I am sure everybody can do math like this. So we have 6 plus 3, and most people are going to know equals 9. You can do that easy, but if I ask you, how do you say that to your teacher? If I'm up here, you have that on a piece of paper, how do you tell me what your equation is? And even that word, the word equation. An equation is anything that has this equal sign in there. So we see them all the time in math. But if they ask you to write an equation, you might be a little stuck from the very beginning thinking, what's an equation? So an equation like this, 6 times 3, again, these are all easy math, but the language can be a little bit harder. We have another problem. None of our math questions are going to ask you in that language. We need to know what these are. So the actions. So you add, you subtract. So these are our verbs. These are what we do. You add, subtract. You multiply, and you divide. Now, in homework, in tests, when we do these, what we're going to find is they are usually focused on the answer. If you used addition, you have right here, that is your sum. So in our homework, on a test, they will ask you, what is the sum? It's a very simple thing, addition. We've learned it a long time ago. So we need to know the vocabulary in order to understand how to do the easy math. So we have a sum. When we use subtraction, they're going to ask us about a difference. When we use multiplication, that's going to be a product. The answer is a product. And division, our last one, a quotient. So, when we do math, they are going to be looking for sums, differences. They're going to ask you for the product of numbers. They're going to use quotients. They're going to ask in this language. They're going to ask you to write an equation. But, again, we have more vocabulary just to do this. So in order to do this, we need to break it into 2 groups. So this step, we need to factor. To factor means you're going to break it down into smaller pieces. So we're going to put it into pieces that we can use easier. And we just need to be able to understand the English, understand the vocabulary in order to be able to do all of this. So that's really what we will be doing in our class, is we are going to take all this and make it so you can understand it. The math itself, we will learn math. We will learn a lot of math. Our most important thing is, can you talk to each other in the language of math? Can you say, my answer is, b equals 1 or 5? Can you tell me 0 equals b squared minus 6b plus 5? And that is our real goal, is being able to be in a classroom and speak in the language of math.